One thing real estate and financial coaching taught me is that some of the brokest people I know make six figures. And some of the wealthiest people I know don't even look wealthy at all. And the difference isn't the income, it's actually the behavior. A lot of people get a raise and they're immediately upgrading everything. I'm talking about the car, the house, the vacations, the shopping habits. And then they wonder why they still feel broke. The goal was to never look rich. The goal was freedom. And those are two completely different things.
Those of you that come to me and want to buy a home and you're making six figures plus, but you ain't got no money. That's what we're talking about on the video, to help those of you that are in this position find, identify, detect the areas in which your money is disappearing. So you're not on these platforms talking about, I make six figures and I don't feel like I can afford life. There's a reason for everything. So stick to the end and we'll highlight some things from real world people to tell you the truth about where your money's going. And you may have some additional areas that you could put in the comment section that will help the community. And I thank you for them in advance. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Robert. And on this channel, we simplify the home loan process. Leg up.
Things that make me broke, even though I made six figures. People don't want to admit this, but you can make six figures and still be stressing financially. You think money solves all your problems, but it doesn't change this, right? And ask me how I know. Number one, lifestyle inflation. I got some more money. I got paid more. I look up and say, hey, I need a new bag. I need a new car. I could live in a nicer place, a nicer area. I can afford the little trinkets that I really like, so more packages to the crib. I can afford to eat out now, so let me do that. I can afford to get a few drinky drinks while I'm out, so let me do that. The thing is, your income can grow, but if your expenses grow at the same rate, you're just able to maintain expensive bills.
And she's not speaking facts, and this is a doctor. For those of you that like to only listen to people with credentials, but she's spitting the facts, right? Lifestyle creep. And so inflation is an effect in more than the economy. Your economy, the dollars that you control, you're not controlling them. And she mentioned several of them. So let's break it down and get a list. You get a raise. Most of you guys don't understand that the tax man is getting the majority of that money, first and foremost. Most of you all are budgeting or living off the gross, that vanity number, okay? And you never do the work to understand what the net means. That's the first area. Number two, you feel like you deserve that new bag, or fellas, that new whatever. I don't know what fellas buy nowadays. Some of y'all might be buying bags too. I don't know. But whatever that is, your money's gone. Let's talk about eating out. That is a huge one. I just took the vice president out yesterday, my lovely, my boo thing. It was $50, okay? And we ain't went nowhere extravagant. It's just what it is. Now, I don't have no more children at home, and we've been grinding for a long time. I might have a little more discretionary income than others, but still, that's expensive. And see, we have to think about our future self as well. Because when I get older, when I become an elder, I want to work, but there's a difference between want to and have to. So we always have to be mindful of that. So eating out is expensive. But then a lot of you young whippersnappers, okay, you youngins, y'all like the champagne and campaign. So them drinks, y'all tell me if I'm lying. Tell me if the old man's lying. Drinks and desserts at these restaurants are at a premium. You see? And so a lot of you guys are using these credit cards, okay, that fake money that I'm going to pay it down in the future because I feel like I can make it, and it's blowing you up. And again, she's a doctor. She did all the things to make more money, and then it's disappearing, and you're wondering where it's going. That's that inflation that she's talking about. And we won't talk about the packages. Some of y'all got a package being delivered at the house, at the drop-off locations. Your job is picking up packages. You the new UPS or FedEx people. And you're wondering where your money's going. Well, that's where it's at. So Life is getting more difficult indeed, but ain't nobody coming to save you. And if you listen to what the doctor's saying, what the old man is saying, then you'll be better for it if you implement the information, because you the problem. I'm the problem. It boils down to us. Let's get back to the doc, see what she's got to say about the rest of it.
Number 2, not having a plan for my money. I had a couple different savings accounts, right? Checking, savings. That was it. I wasn't really focused on investing too much. I wasn't focused on, let me create a plan. I was at first really good at buying things with my credit card and then paying it off immediately. And then I started financing more things. And then the plan went out the window because the plan was real loosey-goosey to begin with. Spending, unexpected spending.
So there again, I like what she's saying. Okay. She's being very transparent and honest. Your plan could be as intricate as you need it to be, but I don't advise that. A lot of you guys get caught up in learning information. I got 17 bank accounts and ain't nothing in none of them. Keep it simple, kiss it, in my opinion. But the thing is, are you implementing whatever the plan is? If you make a plan and don't implement and evaluate the plan often to see if it's working, then you're wasting time. You see what I'm saying? And so investing, that's another thing. There's a lot of ways to invest in yourself, especially when you're younger. But here's the deal. A lot of people get caught up with the dollar amount. You need to develop the muscle, the behavior, and then the dollars will increase over time, because when they come in, you're not spending on the things that she aforementioned, but every dollar has a plan. So a lot of us, what we do is we assume, or we take the easy route. Freedom is not easy. Freedom costs. And if you want somebody to do everything for you, don't cry when you're broke. Don't cry when your rent keeps going up. Don't cry when a nice place that you want to live in, they require 3.5 times the rent, because you have given up that control. You say, I don't want to deal with it. Somebody else, you can't complain when they're dealing with it. So those of you that want to become homeowners and you're making a lot of money, your money's disappearing because of these reasons. And that's what we're pointing out, because we don't want you to stay on that side. We're going to bring it around the corner. And she's given tangible things that you should be doing so that you don't feel like you don't have enough money. Let's continue.
Bills, unexpected bills, or higher bills now, right? Because I done got all these things that I can afford now. Subscriptions that I completely forgot about. By the end of the month, I'll be like, where is my money? I ate it. I wore it. I sure as hell didn't save it though. So as it turns out, vibes aren't a real financial strategy. Number 3, I thought future Dr. Taylor would be able to fix everything. I'll pay for it later. I'll think about it later. I'll devise a plan later. I'll watch this video later. I'll read up on it later. Meanwhile, interest is doing what interest does best as time goes by, accrues, and collecting rent.
Man, see, now I would go to her, whatever kind of doctor she is, because see, she's holding her own self accountable and she's telling the truth. That's missing today. She's looking in the mirror and not forgetting what she's seeing. She don't have a bunch of fans or, girl, you good, girl. No, she's like, you know what? At the end of the month, this math ain't mathing. So where am I going off? And she said it. Here, I'm gonna put it back up. She said, I ate it, I drove it, or I'm wearing it, right? And that might be backwards for some of you guys, but you get it. Because depending on how you're watching this, it's mirrored. But most of us have eaten the money, we've clubbed the money, we've drank the money, we're wearing the money, all right? And ain't none of it compounding for your future self. Because if the Lord tarries and you live to see an older age, you're going to wish that you bought a house. For those 6 out of 10 of you that will become homeowners. The other 4, you're going to wish that you took that margin, the difference that you so-called were saving by renting, and you invested it in something that compounded for your future self. You're going to wish you did those things. We're home ownership advocates on the channel, but you don't have to buy. But you know what you don't get to do? You don't get to cry and complain and say the boogeyman. No, 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 no. What did you do? What did you not do? And that's the reason for YouTube and these channels. It's not for you to entertain yourself. It's for you to get the information, repent, and change from your wicked ways financially. Change your mindset. When you know better, you do better, and implement and measure and hold yourself accountable. And a majority of us will realize we got more than what we need.
Remember, and take it from me, high income does not equal automatic wealth. You need a system. And the gag is, nobody tells you it's actually easy to make money, but it's hard to maintain it. You can make good money and still be broke.
Thanks, Doc. That's excellent. Here's the deal. It's easy to buy a home, but it's hard to maintain it. And the reason it's hard is because most of you all don't understand the cost. So in order to help you determine the cost, or even if you're ready, I've come up with a test. It's called the Peace Test. The link is in the description. Take that test and it'll let you know where you are on that continuum for those that want to buy, if you're ready or not. I want you to have peace if you want to be a homeowner. For those of you that don't want to buy, we get it. My challenge is this: make sure that you are not assigning yourself too much credit. Like the doc said, you feel like you'll get to it later. That later button is expensive, and most of us never get. That's just an excuse for you not to do the things that you need to do. Real talk. Tomorrow's not promised. Yesterday's is gone. Today is all we have according to the scriptures. I'm paraphrasing. So today, if this message resonated with you and you hear what it's saying, do something right now. Get that plan of action. Make sure that you're investing for your future self, because Rob just wants you to win. You feel me? So my time is up, but I thank you for yours. Check it out, guys. Let's be good to one another. Let grace abound. And y'all stay blessed. Indeed.